Forget the postage stamp lots. If you want luxury living, this right here might be the invitation you're looking for, but is it the right fit for you? There's only one way to find out. Let's go check it out. So grateful to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Got an amazing home tour for you today, packed with insane amount of details. I'm always hearing you on the channel. Hey Abbi, we want to know everything about the home. Please tell us the pros, the cons, everything. That's what we're going to do today. This is a brand new plan built by GFO Homes. We are right in the city property line, if you will, of Florence, Texas and Georgetown, Texas. We are in Feathergrass, and this is a 1 acre community located right off of Country Road 246. And location. From the standpoint of, you got so many things that are happening in this area. Brand new H-E-B just opened on September 17th, well before this time of this recording. And that brand new store just opened, and it's gonna be an anchor store for so many things happening in that Parmer Ranch, Williams Drive, and just lost my train of thought, Williams Drive and Ronald Reagan. So a lot of things happening there. There's gonna be multiple retail, Tomlinson's, food places to eat at, everything. And literally across from there is going to be an area that they call the Heirloom Project. It's coming to me today. It's been one of those days. But we're going to look at all the different aspects of this beautiful 1-story home. And there are many things in this home that really have tremendous value. However, there's definitely some things that leave my head scratching, and I'm gonna point out all those things to you. But right as you walk in this beautiful 1-story plan, this is called the Emory plan. And this right here is an amazing entrance foyer right when you come in. I love the width of this foyer right as you come in with this tray ceiling, really looks sharp. You're in for a great home tour. We're gonna look at all the different aspects of this home. I'm gonna close the door behind me, and we're gonna get into all of it. First and foremost, as we go into the home, this home is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, well over 3,600 square feet. And you have a media room, you have a flexible area that I think would be perfect for an office. But what I love the most are these soaring ceilings right as you come in. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, 22 feet at the highest point, these beautiful cathedral ceilings right here. And this really, right as you come in, is an amazing staple of this plan. And I'm gonna tell you all the different plans that they build in this community. But as you know, everything always begins right here in the kitchen. And this is an amazing kitchen. Not just because I'm hungry, but I'm gonna show you all the things about this kitchen where there's some really strong positives and some great value. And there's some things that are definitely missing that I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how you missed that in a home like this. Well, first and foremost, really love the natural light. And we're gonna talk about this home, because in some ways, you got great natural light in these public areas. But there's some areas of this home that are not well lit, because I really think they made a lot of critical mistakes in lighting, not having enough lighting, or just having, I believe, inadequate. So These are the things I'm gonna point out to you. But one of the things that are definitely adequate, which is amazing to see because you don't see this in this price point, is having a built-in custom fridge GE Cafe like this right here. This is a beautiful counter depth built-in refrigerator side by side with a freezer, and love the amount of cabinetry. And believe it or not, to the left and right, it's just not for show. I'm gonna open up one of these. Only thing missing, I think, is we need some handles here. But on both sides, you got tremendous amount of space. This almost feels like, I've done a lot of homes, as you know, here on the channel, that, you know, they call them California pantries, if you will. And they look just like this, where to the left and right, you got all this additional, shelving, but you don't have a traditional pantry. This home, you got both. You got this, and wait until you see the pantry. It is absolutely amazing. But I love that about this, kind of a creamy white alabaster color. I think it goes really, really well with this beautiful quartz countertop. Really like the movement and the veining within this. Hope I can get it on camera and do it justice, but it is a really, really pretty color, and it's a great size. So many times lately on the channel, I've seen these islands where the width is great, but then this area is extremely narrow. And I'm like, wait a minute. How can I put any kind of bar stools underneath here? This is excellent because as you can see right here, you got plenty of space for prep, to make great meals, and then plenty of area here for folks to eat and enjoy, because obviously our main dining area would be adjacent to it. This home, it has this open concept where you have the family room, dining room, and this breakfast nook bar, if you will, all in one area. One thing that we always talk about here on the channel is width and spaces between these when we're cooking and the sink. I believe this right here is just the right amount. It's a little tight. I opened up the drawers. You can walk by, but if someone's washing dishes and someone's cooking, it's just one of those things where it's a little cramped. But overall, I just had a conversation with a builder about 2 weeks ago, and they told me from that specific company, they've made a new rule now because they've been watching on the channel and they've been listening to you. 4 feet. They're gonna go 4 feet side to side right here with, from now on all their kitchens, because they understand that this is a huge focal point for so many buyers in today's market. That's one of the things we do here on the channel. We give you an unbiased perspective of what folks are saying who are building these homes. That way, wherever you are in your decision, in your journey of finding your forever home, we have the opportunity to look at all this data and get an idea. And that way, then you can add in your own thoughts and feelings and be like, you know what? I can agree or I can disagree. I didn't feel that about this home, but we want to make sure we pack you with a lot of value and tell you all the great things and all the things that sometimes are missing. i.e., right here in this kitchen, I love a lot of things about this kitchen. But right here, when you look at this right here, you have a GE Cafe dishwasher, really good cabinets right here, drawers and cabinets, but no trash can pull out. For a home like this, of this caliber and at this price point, which we're gonna go over, how can you not have not one trash can pull out? In today's homes, it's an absolute must. So you're gonna have to put it somewhere in the pantry or just somewhere that's not conducive for it, like right here, and it's just not a good look. So you tell me. I know we don't want to put those small waste baskets, those 6-gallon, 8-gallon ones underneath the sink and keep having to take those garbage bags out. So these are the kind of things that sometimes I just don't understand. How could we miss something so critical like that? But really nice, this GE Cafe industrial chef style stove right here. I mean, this is really, really awesome. Double oven. You got plenty of space for those Thanksgiving meals and turkeys and all the different barbecues you want to do. this vent hood. Would have loved to see the tile all the way to the top, but the vent hood makes a statement. So it's really not 100% needed, but it's just one of those things that I think it really would have just set it off. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to know what you think right here. But I do love this. This, I believe, is chef inspired. And this right here is the right amount of space. This is what I'm talking about in terms of width. From the fridge to where the end cap of the our center island right here, that's how much width a lot of my clients are saying, hey, we'd like to have that much space. But this warming drawer is really, really cool and great to have in here. I just don't know how we miss not having a trash can pullout. You'll notice some of the things with the lighting too, where I'm just like, I don't know what we were thinking. And you're gonna have to wait for it, but I'm gonna show you as well what's missing in the garage, because I feel like that's one of the things I just don't quite understand. But here in the kitchen, I'm gonna move a little faster, I promise. You have a butler's pantry, okay, which is really great. Love to see a receptacle. I've seen builders here in the last 2 weeks, they don't have a receptacle here. I'm like, what good is this for somebody if you can't use it for our KitchenAid mixer or Keurig machine? You know, these are the kind of things where I'm just like, I'm just not sure what we're doing. Straight ahead, really nice pantry. And for a home that's 3,600 square feet, you tell me I'm gonna take a step back here just so I can put it all on camera. I feel like this is a really good, adequate size. And if we wanted to add more shelving, because of this, you know, really love the nice tall ceilings in this plan, we definitely could do it. So really good space in this pantry. So I'm gonna turn the camera around just so I can show you this particular angle. Straight ahead right here, we have a ultimate flex space. And I believe it's a great office, but I'd love to know how you would use it. Because if you think sunroom or natural light, I'd love to come out here and have your morning cup of coffee, or this could even be a breakfast nook or a formal dining. It could be a lot of things, because I'm gonna pan the camera up and you're gonna see some really, really great ceiling treatment. I just think one of the things that's missing here is at nighttime, I'm not sure why you only have one light bulb. You thought I was kidding. This is gonna be a theme in this house where I'm just kind of like, that's it? I mean, give me something. I gotta have more cans than that. But really, really amazing, the amount of windows, and love the natural light. And as we come outside, you're gonna see the main thing people love coming out here in Feathergrass is just the peacefulness of having a 1 acre lot and having the space to just relax and really unwind. So we're gonna take a look at all these things right here. After we look at the family room, we're gonna go at the front of the home and work our way to the back. But this family room, really great size. Love this wood flooring that they've selected here. I think it goes well with all the selections they have in the home. But would love to know what you think. You got a really nice 12 by 24 tile right here in the fireplace. It's a fireplace that honestly, it doesn't emit a lot of heat. It's more so just for looks. I've seen it. It's, you know, I get it, but it's one of those things where I want to make sure I tell you the truth about everything. Straight ahead, really pretty, double doors right as you enter in. Tell me what you think about the design. I like doors that have a little bit more natural light. I like the obscure glass, but just to me, it feels a little bit jailbirdy, but I definitely do understand and get it. Right here to the right, you have the entrance to the 2-bay garage and the powder room, which you'll see, and this mud area. There's something here, about the mud area I really like, but I thought we'd start right here to the left first. This way you can see 2 really good sized rooms with ensuite baths. And one of the things that really impresses me about this floor plan, I'll say this, finishes are something else, but the floor plan is everything feels really, really roomy. This room, I mean, it feels amazing. Just how big it is. And wait until you see the last secondary room that we see. I mean, it is absolutely huge. The closet in there, I mean, people will love it. You may have to flip a coin on which child is gonna take that one or which guest, because if a guest sees that room, they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm moving in and I'm staying for a long, long time. Because it is one of the largest closets I've ever seen here on the channel for a secondary room. But coming back to this room right here, really pretty selections. It's really light, bright, pretty to the eye when you look at it. You got this simple 12 by 24 tile. You got grays and you got creams in there, and you got this really pretty tile. Would have loved to see them take it all the way to the top, but they stopped right there, right above that transom window. But I'm happy to see a transom window because you got some really great natural light. And this is a really nice bathroom, ensuite, as I said. And right as you come into this room, because of the time of day it is too, and the way the sun is setting, but you got a really nice, beautiful, large windows. And these are beautiful sized windows right as you come in here. And then take a look at this. I mean, you got some really good space in these closets. So this Emory plan, as I mentioned earlier, is over 3,600 square feet. In this community, GFO Homes, they build 7 floor plans within their Pinnacle series and what they call Lone Star. This is the newest plan they have built, and it's within the Lone Star series of homes, and it is the smallest one-story home that they build within that series. The smallest one-story home that they have is called the Lincoln plan, which is a great plan. I've seen it many times as a model home. It's really, really pretty. At the time of this recording, they actually have the formal model home for sale in Liberty Hill, Texas, in a community called Northgate. So I can definitely link that video on the channel. That way you're more than welcome to see that home. This garage right here, I really like the height, because obviously where there's one-story home, you got really great height within this garage. It feels like a really nice garage. Size-wise and storage, I'd have to be honest with you, this particular home does not have great storage within the garage on either side. And the single bay garage is not good at all. So I'm gonna show you that. We're gonna take a look at that one in good detail. But as you come down this hallway, you got a media room right here to the left, but I'm gonna show you every aspect. You got a coat closet right here first to the left. And as I close this door, take a look at this. This is a really, really nice media room. A lot of my clients who build from scratch, they tell me often, they're like, hey, Abbi, 10, 15 years ago, I built a home that was 2 stories. I love cooking, and the darn media room is upstairs. So you know what? They're cooking, they're enjoying, they got company over. Let me know if you've heard this story before, but they never get a chance to really utilize the media room together with friends. Because in that 2-story home, predominantly 10, 15 years ago, as we saw, it was all the I don't know the right word, not all the rage, but all the, everyone was doing it where they're like, hey, we only want it on in the upstairs. Well, in here, what I love that they've done is having it right off this kitchen. I mean, it just makes so much sense where we can have the opportunity to entertain. You got great storage and easy to watch the game, to do your cooking and enjoy. But stay tuned for that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you, out here in the covered patio, really amazing, awesome size, but there's some things that are missing if we love cooking. I wanted to make sure I show you a close-up of this beautiful fireplace that does not emit a lot of heat, but at least you get a chance of how does it look. I always like those kind of ice crystals kind of look. It just looks really pretty. So as you come into this primary bedroom, take a look at this right here. Really, really nice, good length in this room. Just wish this back wall was just bumped out a little bit more. You'll see when we get into this room, you'll see the size, but the ceiling treatment, really pretty. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the only light in the whole room, is just having this fan. I'm thinking that for a room this size, at night especially, I mean, yes, we have lamps, but I would have loved to see some can lights. Some can lights, or at least some wiring for some sconces. Speaking of sconces, I forgot, and I apologize. In the kitchen, there were 3 cans that are blocked and wired 4 pendants that currently right now, they have it as can lights. But I'm glad that they did that much at least. I just wish that they would have done more in this bathroom. You're seeing it already in this bedroom, but in this bathroom, it's just one of the things that I'm just disappointed, because you're gonna notice there's literally a handful of lights and that's it. And it's a pretty decent day outside in terms of, this is the latter part of the day. However, I would have loved to just see a little bit more natural light. I'm gonna move right here just so I can show you this beautiful freestanding tub. Love the grayish quartz that wraps around this shower and this beautiful tile that goes all the way to the top. But ladies and gentlemen, I can count right now 4 can lights. You got 1 light right there in the shower, 1 light right here in the middle, and literally only 1 light on either side of this vanity. And I just feel like I just don't quite understand why we would do that. This is a great bathroom, really great size. And the model home in this community, that plan is called the Blue Bonnet. And that bathroom is phenomenal. This literally is just the smaller version, if you will, of that same plan. But I saw that home when it's done right, in terms of you got the appropriate amount of lighting, it really, really makes a difference. As we leave the primary bathroom, we come into this closet, really great size closet. Love the sheer size of this closet. I'm just a little disappointed with the lighting in the primary bedroom. One more time from this vantage point. Tell me what you think. Would love to know what you think about this from a lighting standpoint. This is it. This is all the lighting that's here within the primary bath. And I just feel like when you're spending this kind of money, it's gotta be better than that. So would love to know what you think. On this particular side, this is a really, really good size primary closet. As I turn around, I'm actually in the utility room, and we're gonna walk into the single bay garage, where I definitely have something that definitely I'm worried about that I'm gonna share with you. But this utility room, really like the cabinetry, the amount of cabinets, I should say. To the left and right, obviously, we got enough space right here for washer and dryer. That's all the functional space we have for washing our soiled clothing, any stains, anything we need to get out of it. You know, a lot of my clients who build from scratch, they tell me, they're like, Abbi, we'd like to have a utility room where we have enough space to fold clothes and things like that. Speaking of space, ladies and gentlemen, this is the single bay garage. And I feel space is something we don't have in this particular setup, because this right here, you tell me, I'm doing this stuff every single day, but as you bring any kind of car in, you back that car up, I would be really worried, because there's just not a lot of space to stop right here and not hit the tankless water heater. So this literally makes it where this is just great for a home gym or storage, and that's about it. But no vehicle can come in here. You got right here, irrigation front and back. They do about 30 feet from the back property line. They will do the sod, but the entire front sod comes with it. So I want to make sure I show you all these things here on the channel. This right here is the last secondary room within this plan. And this closet, I mean, you were going to be absolutely impressed, because the closet definitely has space. I think you and I would agree, hey, you could have taken some of the space away from the closet and maybe added it to that garage, because you're going to be like, Abbi, I've never quite seen a secondary closet that's this size right here. Really pretty day, but take a look at this. I'm standing right here at the edge, at the wall of this room. You got a really nice, good size bathroom right here. Once again, would have loved to see the tile all the way to the top. That would have really, I tell my clients all the time who are building from scratch, please, if you're building from scratch, please add the tile all the way to the top. It's really gonna make a difference on how big everything feels. So take a look at this. You got that same kind of tile, 12 by 24 that you saw earlier in the other restrooms. Really good, simple. But this right here is the closet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making it up. I'm gonna stand right here just so you can get the whole idea of how big this is. Take a look at this right here. This is a secondary bedroom that is this big. This is gotta be one of the largest walk-in closets I've ever seen in a secondary room. Really, really impressive. I hope I can do it justice and show you. I mean, you don't quite see it that large in homes like this. I'd like to tell you about some of the numbers in this community. The tax rate is 1.55, so it's a really, really good tax rate. The HOA is very, very nominal. It's about a $900 expense for the year, HOA. In this community, I don't know all the specifics, but I can find out for you on the deed restrictions, what you can and can't have. Obviously, out here on this acre lot, you have a septic system, but you do have city water. Really, really pretty. I love the size of this covered patio right here. But 1.55, before I lose my train of thought, on the tax rate and the HOA fee. This home, at the time of this recording, is priced right at $950,000. They have a special they're doing right now where they have $10,000 used for financing incentive, and then $10,000 on top of that for flex cash. So I want to make sure I show you that. The property line, I don't have it marked out here, but basically it can go a little bit further all the way out to the left and to the right, the property line. But I wanted to make sure I show you the entire lot size. And this right here, really good size. Take a look at this, all the way to the top. If you have any questions at all about GFO Homes or this floor plan, please feel free to reach out to me. Would love to be a resource for you here on the channel. And I look forward to bringing you the next video here very soon. But I'd love to know what you think about this brand new, never been built before, one-story plan built by GFO Homes. GFO Homes is based out of Dallas, Texas. They only build in Dallas and in Austin, and they really focus on modern design. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for staying on the channel, and I look forward to bringing you the next video here real soon. Thank you, and hope this video brought you some value.